Imagine this. You wake up one morning thinking about your specific person, that person you want to be with, to love, to call yours. You feel that small ache in your chest, that sense of something missing. And your first thought is, how do I make this happen? How do I manifest them into my life? That question, how, is where most people get stuck. Because the moment you ask how, you're already assuming it's not done. You've already created a gap between you and what you want. You've placed your desire on one side and yourself on the other, and then you start trying to get across. But manifestation isn't about crossing a gap. It's about realizing the gap never existed. You see, reality isn't responding to what you want. It's responding to who you are being. You can say affirmations all day, visualize every night, write hundreds of journal pages, but if deep down you're still identifying as someone who doesn't have it yet, your outer world will simply echo that state. Think about it. When you already have something, you don't chase it. You don't analyze every sign. You don't ask whether the universe is working in your favor. If I told you right now, go manifest your phone, you'd laugh, right? Because you already have it. It's not even a question in your mind. That's the energy that creates the calm knowing, the inner steadiness that doesn't seek proof because it already feels complete. That's what the having mindset really is. It's not pretending. It's not faking positivity or forcing yourself to think happy thoughts. It's remembering that what you desire is a reflection of you. It already exists as a potential reality, waiting for you to match it internally. You don't pull it toward you. You relax into the version of you who already has it. When it comes to manifesting a relationship, this is especially powerful. Most people think love is something they have to earn or attract, like if they say the right affirmations, look a certain way, or behave perfectly. The other person will finally notice them. But what if the truth is that you don't need to attract anyone? You just need to become aligned with the version of you who's already loved, already chosen, already worthy. Let me say that differently. When you start living from the identity of the person who already has their dream relationship, everything begins to shift automatically. You stop waiting for texts because you're not waiting, you're being. You don't look at 3D reality as the measure of progress because you know reality is a reflection, not the cause. You stop needing reassurance because you already know how the story ends. You're together. It's done. It's funny because the universe often tests your persistence after you make that assumption. You'll say, okay, it's done. They love me, it's settled. And then you'll check your phone and there's no message. Or maybe they post something that makes you doubt. In that moment, the old state tempts you back, fear, doubt, maybe it's not working. But if you truly understood how powerful you are, you wouldn't even flinch. You'd smile and think, that's fine, it's still done. Because here's the thing, you don't need visible proof immediately. You just need alignment. The outer world always catches up to the inner. It's not instant, it's reflectional. The mirror can only show what's in front of it. So if your inner world keeps projecting, it's not here yet, the mirror has no choice but to echo that. The moment you shift inside, fully, calmly, consistently, the reflection has to follow. Now, how do you actually live from that state? Start by removing urgency. Urgency is the #1 energy that repels manifestation. When you feel desperate, you're telling your subconscious, I don't have it yet. That's why it feels uncomfortable, because your inner being knows that thought is false. Your true self already lives in abundance. It already knows everything you desire as part of your story. Urgency is just your limited perception trying to force what's already yours. Instead of thinking, I need this, try shifting to, it's already unfolding. When you know it's yours, you stop rushing. You don't keep checking if reality heard you. You simply exist in the calm, knowing that you've ordered it, and now it's being prepared. You wouldn't rush into the kitchen and ask the chef every minute, is my food ready yet? You trust it's coming because you placed the order. That trust, that calm faith, is alignment. And something beautiful happens when you start living that way. People around you sense it. You become magnetic without trying. You start moving differently, slower, more grounded, more present. That's when love finds you. That's when everything lines up easily because you stop resisting it. The paradox of manifestation is that when you stop chasing, it starts chasing you. When you stop needing, everything comes naturally. That's why some people who genuinely stop caring seem to get what they wanted right after. It's not that indifference is magic. It's that they've dropped resistance. They've moved from trying to get to already being. So if you're manifesting a relationship, ask yourself right now, who am I in the version of reality where it's already mine? How do I think? How do I feel? How do I spend my day? Because that version of you doesn't scroll through old messages or overthink pauses in communication. That version of you feels good now because love doesn't complete them, it reflects them. When you embody that version sincerely, your energy changes. You might notice small shifts. First, you wake up lighter, you smile more, little synchronicities start appearing. These aren't signs to chase. They're natural ripples of alignment. The seed has been planted. Now it's just growing unseen for a while. The soil looks the same, but the roots are developing. That's what happens when you stay in faith without constantly digging it up to check if it's working. Every time doubt comes up, remind yourself, reality is delayed reflection. If it hasn't changed yet, it doesn't mean it isn't happening. It just means the inner state hasn't stabilized. Stay firm. Keep being the version of you that already has it. Because the game of manifestation isn't about forcing, it's about remembering. Remembering who you are before the doubt, before the separation, before you believed love was something outside of you. You were born complete. You don't need someone to make you whole. And ironically, when you no longer need them, that's when your energy aligns with having them. Attachment says, I need you to feel loved. Wholeness says, I already am love. And love naturally flows toward love. That's why self-concept is everything in manifestation. Not because it's a trick to get someone to love you, but because your concept of self defines what reality can show you. When you see yourself as chosen, loved, secure, and worthy, life mirrors that. People treat you like that. And your specific person, consciously or not, starts acting in ways that match your new story. They're not choosing to change, they're reflecting your shift. The world is an echo chamber of belief. Every thought is a wave that eventually returns to the sender in physical form. So, are you willing to stop being the one who wants and start being the one who has? That's the real leap. Not forcing reality to give you what you desire, but letting go of the identity that says you don't already have it. When you truly accept it's done fully, emotionally, beyond logic, you'll notice how calm you become. You'll look around and realize nothing outside needs to change yet. You can feel the fulfillment now. And that feeling isn't imagination, it's creation. Thoughts are energy. Feelings are frequency. When both align in it's already done, physical reality begins to organize itself to match. You'll start getting moments that feel too perfect to be coincidences. But remember, those aren't miracles. That's you stepping into your true creative power. This whole process becomes easier when you stop overanalyzing and start living. Don't turn manifestation into another anxious ritual. It's not homework. It's your natural state. You are constantly manifesting anyway, whether intentionally or not. The only difference now is awareness. You're consciously choosing the state you want to live from, the one where love isn't something to wait for, but something you radiate from. Every day, remind yourself softly, it's already mine. Say it not like a demand, but like a truth. Let it sink in. Every thought that says otherwise, let it pass like traffic noise. You don't need to argue with it. You are the sky. Doubts are just clouds. And here's the secret no one tells you. When it's truly done internally, you stop even caring when it happens. You become so fulfilled now that having it in 3D feels like a natural continuation, not a jackpot. And that's the vibration of manifestation, peaceful, radiant, sure. So maybe tonight, before you sleep, don't visualize out of need. Just rest in the feeling of it is done. Imagine your specific person, but not from the lens of desire, from the lens of familiarity. as if it's just normal, because in that imagined familiarity lies your power. The moment it feels natural, it becomes real. The universe isn't waiting to give you what you want. It's waiting for you to stop doubting who you are. You are the creator, not the chaser. You are the one writing the story, not waiting to be written in. And your story already ends in love, peace, and knowing. All that's left now is to accept it. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't ask, when will it happen? Just know it already has. The scene is unfolding perfectly. Keep living from that truth. Speak, act, and feel from that state. Because the game of beliefs isn't about forcing the world to match your desire. It's about realizing the world has no choice but to match it once you truly believe. Your job isn't to beg the universe. It's to remember you are it. I hope this helped you. I will meet you with another video soon. Happy manifesting.